What if the billions being spent today building AI data centers could become outdated before 2030? It sounds impossible, but AI hardware, cooling systems, networking, and workloads are evolving so quickly that one question deserves attention. Are companies building infrastructure for the future or simply building as fast as possible? Welcome to DAMISICOTECH, where we simplify the biggest AI breakthroughs, explore future technology, and uncover the opportunities hidden behind the tech revolution. In this video, we're going beyond the headline that AI data centers could become obsolete. We'll examine why AI infrastructure is changing so rapidly, the risks companies face, and most importantly, how these changes could create new opportunities for businesses, careers, and entrepreneurs. Think of a traditional data center like a factory. You build it, install the machines, connect electricity and cooling, and expect it to operate for years. AI changes that equation. Modern AI chips are becoming incredibly powerful and power dense. More computing in a smaller space means more heat, forcing data centers to rethink how they cool their hardware. That's why advanced liquid cooling is becoming so important. NVIDIA's newer AI infrastructure is moving toward full liquid cooling, designed for extremely dense computing. The technology is impressive, but it creates a bigger question. What happens when the next generation of AI hardware needs completely different power, cooling, networking, or physical infrastructure? A building doesn't necessarily become useless, but parts of the infrastructure can become inefficient, expensive to retrofit, or unable to deliver the performance newer systems demand. And that's where the first opportunity appears. Companies will need AI infrastructure consultants, energy efficiency specialists, cooling experts, automation engineers, hardware lifecycle managers, and professionals who can help businesses upgrade without wasting billions. But that's only half the story. The workloads themselves are changing. AI infrastructure was initially dominated by enormous model training workloads, but inference, actually running AI models for millions of users, is becoming increasingly important. The ideal infrastructure for training isn't always the ideal infrastructure for inference. That means companies aren't just asking, how powerful is this data center? They are increasingly asking, how adaptable is it? And adaptability could become one of the most valuable features of AI infrastructure. There's another problem: vendor dependence. When a company builds around specialized hardware, networking, software, and cooling architectures, switching suppliers can become extremely complicated. It may involve physical connections, software compatibility, power systems, maintenance procedures, and trained workers. The more tightly everything is integrated, the harder migration can become. That's why businesses may increasingly value infrastructure that can support multiple hardware platforms and future upgrades. And that creates another opportunity: modular AI infrastructure, independent consulting, retrofit services, cross platform optimization, and hardware lifecycle management. Now, let's talk about money. Companies are investing enormous amounts in AI, but spending money on technology doesn't automatically create business value. Research from Accenture has highlighted the continuing challenge organizations face in turning generative AI investments into measurable enterprise value. And this is critical. The AI infrastructure race isn't only a technology race, it's an economics race. If a company spends billions on computing capacity but can't generate enough revenue, productivity, or strategic advantage to justify that spending, the infrastructure becomes a financial problem. That's where the idea of obsolescence becomes more interesting. Obsolescence doesn't necessarily mean a data center is abandoned. It can mean the economics no longer makes sense. A server can still work while being dramatically less efficient than a newer generation. A cooling system can still operate while consuming more energy. A facility can remain functional while becoming too expensive compared with newer infrastructure. In technology, being functional isn't the same as being competitive. And if AI hardware keeps improving rapidly, companies could face a constant cycle of build, upgrade, replace, and rebuild. But here's the part most people overlook. That cycle creates an entire new economy. When AI hardware is replaced, somebody has to remove it, maintain it, refurbish it, resell it, recycle it, or safely dispose of it. That means opportunities could emerge in AI server refurbishment, hardware resale, infrastructure recycling, cooling retrofits, energy optimization, maintenance, and data center automation. The next generation of technology businesses won't only build AI, some will make the AI ecosystem more efficient and sustainable. And if you're building a career around AI, that's a powerful lesson. Don't only learn how to use today's AI tool, learn how technology changes and learn to solve the problems created by that change. Because tools change, models change, hardware changes, business models change. But people who can connect technology to real world problems remain valuable. So, could AI data centers actually become obsolete by 2030? Some facilities will almost certainly face major upgrades, efficiency pressure, or economic challenges. But saying every AI data center will become useless would go beyond the evidence. The more realistic and more fascinating possibility is that the buildings survive while the technology inside them constantly evolves. Today's AI factory could become tomorrow's flexible computing platform. And that's the real lesson. If you're watching the AI revolution only for the newest chatbot or GPU, you're seeing just one layer of the story. Underneath it is a massive ecosystem of energy, cooling, networking, hardware, software, maintenance, recycling, automation, and business services. Every problem created by that ecosystem can become an opportunity for someone who knows how to solve it. So don't simply chase the technology everyone is talking about. Look at what the technology makes difficult. That's where businesses are born. That's where careers emerge. And that's where the next generation of digital opportunities could be hiding. At DAMISICOTECH, every breakthrough is more than just news, it's your next opportunity. We don't just follow technology, we help you turn technology into opportunity. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to DAMISICOTECH, turn on notifications, and share this with someone following the AI revolution. And tell me in the comments, will today's AI infrastructure still dominate in 2030, or will a completely new architecture take over? For more AI opportunities and technology updates, join our Telegram and WhatsApp communities. The AI revolution is moving fast. The people who understand where it's going can position themselves before everyone else.